Hi everyone, Pocono Prepper here, and it is Thanksgiving, and we have lots to be thankful for. We still live in what is probably one of the greatest countries in the world, and we have a lot of freedoms. But, you know, things are changing, and they're changing maybe not so much for the better. And so this is a video response to Katzcradul's video on drug shortages. And I just want to say that I work in the medical field, and in particular, I work in anesthesia. And I can tell you that we have always had drug shortages over the years. They were always called back orders. You know, this particular product is back ordered and we're going to get it next month. Don't worry about it. And it sometimes is because the drug isn't manufactured well, meaning the amount of it, not how it's processed. Or sometimes it's because the hospital didn't pay their bill, and so the company wasn't sending them the medicine, so things would be back ordered. But a very alarming thing has been occurring this past year. And in this past year, we have had many shortages of drugs that are absolutely essential for being able to intervene on behalf of a patient's life. And that's very scary when you come in and you go to do your job and you don't have access to the drugs. And you know, we always say there's many ways to skin a cat, but some of the ways to skin a cat are really inhumane. And in today's day and age, there are a lot of medicines, but, you know, some of them are the best, and that's what you want, and you can't get them. So, that article is very real. That article is very true. And unfortunately, no amount of writing and phone calls is going to make a difference on this one. Manufacturing companies work on profit. And once a drug goes off of patent, it then becomes open to any group that wants to make it. And we have had shortages on drugs where we have had to have special FDA approval to be able to get drugs from Europe to come over, because the standards and guidelines in Europe are not the same as here in the United States. And that's not to say we're better. I'm not saying we're better, okay? But we're different. And the things that our FDA approves, sometimes I just shake my head and I can't believe it. But at any rate, we have had to use drugs from over in Europe. And this may become a more commonplace thing, because in the United States, a lot of the drug companies anymore just don't want to be bothered making drugs that they're only making a little bit of profit on. And so these drug shortages are very real, and if you go into the hospital and you have an experience that you're not really happy with, it may not be the fault of your caregiver. It may be the fact that your caregiver is choosing the best drug available, but the best drug available stinks. And I think it's only going to get worse, because we hear a lot of stuff coming on the horizon, and it's not good. So I just thought I'd give you my 2 cents. It's Pocono Prepper. Hope you have a good day.